for us to be able to do this, okay, then that thing called education. Okay. Now, education is not about going to university, collect multiple degrees. No, that's not it. Okay. See, you might only have a secondary school certificate. Okay. But what you learned from the secondary school, you use it at the highest level, and you continue educating yourself by picking up books. See, this is the thing that the biggest challenge I have with Africans. Okay, let's leave the old ones, young Africans. Okay, just to encourage them to pick up a book, like I told you on the conversation I'm having on Facebook. See, every one of us can pick up a book. So how can we encourage our people to pick up a book? It's a big challenge. I'm telling you, because I have tried. Okay. They don't want to. See, they will always give you why they can't. See, that thinking I can't is a big deal. Why they can't.
Yeah.
And I have never heard why they can. It's always why they can't. And one of the things, oh, who wrote the book? Hello, it doesn't matter who wrote the book. If you read it and you think what the information you got in that book is not accurate, I'm sure there's another author who have written on that subject. Pick up other authors on that subject. Read multiple authors on that subject. You see, one thing I've seen is that, and this is something that I think we need to handle. Many young Africans don't want to read books authored by Westerners. You see, unfortunately, they don't understand that this is how the world works. Before the Westerners became literate, right? The Arabs were the main people who are writing a lot of books on science, philosophy, okay, and other things.
Yeah.
Now, the Westerners, the Europeans, read all the things that the Arab philosophers and scientists wrote, and then they expanded on those things. So for us to catch up, we need to read the things that the Europeans wrote, that the Chinese wrote, that the Indians write. Okay, because those are the foundation. Okay, for us, we read them. Maybe if you want to get into that space, get into it, do your research, and then write a book. Okay, do your research and write a book. We don't want to do that. Now, you talked about technology. See, technology is fantastic. Okay, technology is fantastic. But for me, yes, technology is good, but the foundation of this technologies are basic science. See, if Africa wants to be relevant, then we need to focus in school, in our universities, focus on basic science. See, unfortunately, in my time, I don't know what happens now. The people who go and study physics, mathematics, chemistry, biology, microbiology,
Biochemistry,
biochemistry,
geophysics.
yes, are those who wanted to study engineering, medicine, pharmacy, and they don't meet the cutoff, and then they finally say, okay, let me take physics, let me take mathematics. My brother, that is the wrong way to do things. In the developed world, the people who study mathematics, chemistry, biology are so see, in the developed world, the best students, the best of the best science students study physics, study mathematics. The very best. So my point is this, we need to encourage young Africans to study basic science.
Mm-hmm.
Now, engineering, perfect. Medicine, great. Pharmacy, great.
Law, great.
See, they're good, but we need to let them know that the foundation of any science discipline are the most important. See, if we only study computer science, well, that I'm sure that course is dead now, because it's so diverse that people pick one simple a small section of computer science to study. Okay, in the old days, instead of studying, everybody is rushing to do computer science, rushing to do chemical engineering, rushing to do mechanical engineering. Let young people rush to study chemistry, to study biochemistry, to study microbiology, to study physics, to study the king of everything, mathematics.
Well, truth is, I think there are a lot of angles to evaluate if we must drive home this particular point. The reason is because these courses that you mentioned are very, very necessary for research-based processes.
No, not just research. It's the fundamentals of any technology at all.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, we are currently a consuming society. We're a consuming economy, right?
Yeah.
We get things fully baked or half baked.
Yeah.
And then consume it fully baked or half baked. That's actually how we run our processes. And the simple thoughts in the mind of every young Nigerian who is moving from high school to the university is not research, it's not creation. It's actually, how do I get a job, right?
Yeah.
How do I get a job? How do I get a job? Now, the institutions that we have, very few of them employ people who graduated with these disciplines that we're mentioning, right? It seems there are tons of people who studied pure sciences, pure and applied sciences. And after graduating, they are finding it really difficult to get their hands on anything at all.
Yeah.
So we need to actually overhaul the system from top to the bottom, right? Once we begin to encourage research, encourage development, innovative development, right? Where we have hubs, where we have factories, where we have institutes for productions, right? That's when you get people who study these pure courses and they are able to experiment several things that are available to create solutions, to create products, to create services. Unfortunately, that's not the way the mind of a young Nigerian, let me start from there, is conditioned. The young Nigerian right now is looking for a way to break into something that will help him or her make money. Do you know that most people who are in education in other parts of the world are in education because they are passionate about education? They don't care. They get offers that will pay them 4 times, 5 times better than what their education career is paying them. And they choose not to switch. Why? Because they tell you they want to contribute to the body of knowledge. That's a very common phrase when you leave the shores of Africa.
Let me give you one example.
Yeah.
When I first came to this country, to the UK, I was working in Canary Wharf in financial services. One of my friends was an African who was working in product development it's an asset management company.
Okay.
The guy has a PhD in mathematics.
Wow.
Yeah. And all he does is modeling. PhD in mathematics. He didn't know anything about asset management. No, but he came. They tell him this is he models it for them, creates the model, and they test it, and then they create a product.
You see,
models
so
that he does.
He was able to see a place where he could put his knowledge to use.
There are many product companies, different kind of product companies that hire a lot of mathematicians to create models. See, any place where you hear, oh, they create models, all they have are mathematicians. Okay, mathematicians. They work with people in that space to create products.